First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I'm gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's going to be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well.
Back to level 13, right? 79, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Go ahead, 1,500, 3,000, 3,000, Annie.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are again. Poker House of Dallas. It's the $250,000 free roll.
And we're back.
That's about as subdued as I can be with this, but these hands are not, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. You have the chip leader sitting with two aces. You're going, oh. Look out. But you got Esteban. Oh, and Esteban with two tens. It's going to get folded over. Jay's just a little, he is licking his chops here.
He's thinking, yeah, I'll play the same.
Oh, yeah. Here he goes. He's going to make the raise. Blinds are going to be at 1 at 1,500, 3,000 with a 3,000 big line ante. You got Esteban here sitting with 2 10s.
Whenever people come back from a break, too, they get more antsy. They're thinking about things, and they like to make moves more often. So,
Uh-oh. This doesn't look good.
Doesn't
This
look-
really, really doesn't look good. Oh, he just put in a raise.
He committed himself.
He's put in a raise. Ladies and gentlemen, fireworks are about to go off, and it's not the 4th of July, folks. He's made it 40,000 to go. This is going to get folded around, folks.
All right, made it 30 with 21 back, and it's going to be real tough.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Blast off. Here comes the 4-bet shove. Esteban has nothing. Can only call right now.
He can only call, and he's praying
Here
to see
we
ace
go.
king.
Oh, look at this. It's aces versus 2 10s. Esteban's tournament life is at stake here, and he is sitting as a 5-1 underdog.
Uh-oh.
Here's the flop. 8, 4, 5, no help. He needs a 10 or 2 running spades.
That's just unfortunate timing. Right back from break. He's
Turns a 5.
played so patient.
Only a 10 will save him. It's a jack, 1 spot off, and Esteban, he's played so strong, and he is going to go out to pocket aces. Wow, that was a 100K pot, and the chip leader is just only getting bigger.
Just getting bigger.
Look at this, 223,000.
Next biggest stack is 79.5.
He's literally sitting with 150,000 more than anyone at the table. Wow. What kind of run can you get, honestly? You come back on break, you sit down, you get comfortable, and, oh, aces. Aces? Okay.
Yep, I mean, they're getting closer and closer. I mean, if he wants, he can be min-raising a lot and trying to take down pot after pot because people are going to make big folds at this stage. I mean, you got middle stacks that are going to have a tough time going along with mid pairs, and he's got a lot of leverage right now with that stack.
Absolutely. Now, look at this. This is now with 1,500, 3,000 big land. That is 7,500 chips every round, and it looks like they're sitting 6-handed.
Yep.
Things are gonna change pretty quickly. And right on cue, Lonnie has moved all in with what? We don't know. Oh, he's all in. With. I don't think Jamie's not going to call him, but we don't know yet. With.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for Jamie to call with 9.
Yeah, he's not going to call. I mean, I know. I mean, he's sitting there with. It's going to cost him about 40% of his stack to make the call. He's going to fold. Jamie's going to fold. Lonnie's going to take this down. Is he going to show? Well, he showed Jamie. You never know. All right, folks, we got 17 players left.
17 left.
We got 17 left. We are 5 away from a bag.
I feel bad everyone's playing for second since I'm going to win this thing.
If there was a line, Jason, I would gladly take you at that 5-1 odds on it. Actually, the funny thing is, since you've been out here long enough, I've been out here long enough, and you were in Vegas long enough. One of the tournaments that I actually am very partial to, and really sad they don't do it anymore, because I thought it was good for poker and it gave fans a good parody from poker and sports, was the National Heads Up Poker Championship that had at Caesars Palace.
Sure, yeah.
I'm like, look, you get 64 of the best players, just like the NCAA tournament, and it's all of the names, you know. There's no, I mean, this is literally the marquee lineup when it comes to tournament poker. You got cash game specialists. You got. I think was it at one on average 9 world champions in this event?
Oh yeah.
You got players of the year, hundreds of millions of dollars in earnings. I mean, this literally was the NCAA tournament of poker.
Oh, hold up. We got Lonnie all in, and we got Jay taking a shot at him.
Here we go. We got Lonnie with ace-7. You got Jay with pocket 6s.
He's got the stack.
Jay sitting there, a slight favorite. I mean, you weren't kidding. The stacks are going quick and fast here. Here's the flop.
Everyone's rooting for a 6.
So far, the 6s are holding. Lonnie's going to need a 7 or 2 running cards to make a straight. Turn. Oh, there's the ace, folks.
His ace.
Jay's is going to need a 6 and a 6 only to take Lonnie out of this tournament. Lonnie's going to double up. It's a 4. Yes, Lonnie, you can breathe. He's doubled up again. But if we're honest, honestly, Jay could make that call.
Oh, no doubt.
With the chip lead like that, he can make that call with that. But the rest of the players are going, oh no, we still got one other player.
Big sigh when that ace fell. Every other
Big
player.
sigh. But Jay, no, he's sitting comfortably. He's got 192,000. JR sitting with about 80,000. Lonnie, look at this. At one point in time, he had about what? I think it was 20,000.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's up to about 70.
He's making a comeback.
Hey, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we say. Poker is about momentum. Sometimes it's not about the cards. It's about when you get them to be able to make this push. Guys, we move to the next hand. Jay's probably going to fold this now. Obviously, he's taking a couple of hits now. Got Cuz with the 9-7. It's going to fold. I think it's going to fold around. Lonnie's got King 10 suited. He just doubled through. I think he may lay this down. No, he makes the call.
He makes the call.
Jamie with King 6 on the button. He's going to fold. Chuck with King 7 suited. He's going to call this. And you got JC with Queen Jack. He's going to wrap the table. We're going to see a flop, folks.
We are going to see a flop.
Here's the flop. Here's the flop.
I'm looking for it.
We're trying to get there.
There it is.
It comes. Oh, wow. It comes 10, ace 10. Lonnie is flop, trip 10s. Wow.
JC let out 3,000 too. He tried to take a little stab right away.
And Lonnie raised him to 12,000. Oh, yeah.
That should be the end of
Yeah,
the
Chuck's gone. JC is definitely gone with the straight draw. Wow, look at Lonnie go. Look at this. I think a few levels ago he had less than 20,000.
He definitely didn't want to let a diamond roll off.
No, no, no. I think he made the right play by making that raise. Again, folks, we got 17 players. We are literally 5 away from a bag. And look at Lonnie go. He has gone from literally no chips at all. Now he's sitting in second place. This tells you, folks, obviously, poker's about momentum.
You're never out of a tournament.
You are never out
Until you're out of a tournament.
until all your chips are gone. And we got a new dealer. We got Brian. Brian, Jason, your paths may have crossed. From what Brian has told me. He said he dealt a bunch of years at Aria, bunch of years at the Bellagio, and now he's replanted himself here in Dallas. He's a good guy, honestly. I've for all the times I've worked with him, he's one of those guys. Honestly, he's a lifer when it comes to poker. And I mean, obviously, you've attest to it. Obviously, I know your paths have probably come across more than once.
Sure.
Hopefully, more good than bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not the type to blame dealers for stuff, so.
All right, can we have you teach a class on some of these for some of our cash game players that get mad at us?
Yeah.
We got ace. We got JC in the small blind looking at ace 10.
This could be interesting.
Indeed.
Oh.
Wow,
JC
that's a
ace.
tight fold. He's gonna lay down ace 10.
He does have a tough stack at this point. I mean, he doesn't want to call and see a flop out of position. And he's got to pretty much pull the trigger to put pressure on him or get away from it there. So
Absolutely, it's one of those things where it's. You notice in like this thing, as we came back from break, we literally had what 3 all-ins within the first 5 hands.
Yeah, like I said, people go on break and they get a drink, they have something to eat, they go to the bathroom, and they just come back all refreshed and ready to go, and they're looking to make moves.
Here we go. We got Uptown Smoky Brown's friend Luke with the hammer. 7 deuce, obviously, you can lay that one fold. All right, actually, on that note, have you had any cash games where you've played the 7 deuce game?
Oh yeah, that makes any cash game better. I mean, any rules you add to create action, it's pretty exciting. And I've seen some crazy 7 deuce hands, that's for sure.
Oh wow. Now, amongst all of the games and all of the side action, I know you probably run across, especially series, prop bets.
Oh yeah, people betting red and black. People, I've seen the Jack 7 deuce prop a trillion times. And people love betting on everything. I've seen people bet on throwing water bottles into garbage cans. I mean, you see everything in a poker room. Oh, we got it all in here.
Oh, here we go.
Cuz ended up making the call with pocket 3s.
It's pocket 3s versus king 6, but a 6 has hit the flop. He'll only a 3 will save him.
We lost
Oh,
another
wow.
player. We're down to 16. Oh, no, he doubled them up.
He doubled up. He's still got some chips. Not a lot, though, now, so. Again, he had 17 players left.
Goes down to 8 big blinds.
Got 24 left, 24,000 left. With with 1,500, 3,000, 3,000. Honestly, we're looking at, we might as well say 1,500, 6,000 on the big because
Sure. Yeah.
those are expensive numbers when you're at this level.
Oh yeah, putting 6,000 right in big blind and paying the small blind next hand. It's a big chunk of most people's stack right now.
Absolutely. We're running through. Uh-oh. Again, hits momentum again. You got the guy that literally just doubled through, and he wakes up with pocket jacks and the hijack.
What timing? Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. And the guy that he just gave the chips has got big slick suited.
I could see some fireworks coming right back.
I think, are we going to see round 2 again? I think Chuck's going to make the raise. He's going to make it 8,000. I think it's going to fold over, and Cuz is going to go with it.
No doubt.
I don't see this not happening.
There's
and here we go.
There it
He
is.
moves it all in. Luke's going to get out the way. It's going to be round 2. We got Cuz with ace king. You got Chuck with 2 jacks.
Here comes the coin flip.
This is literally what do they call it? The traditional,
The classic
coin flip. It's ace king versus 2 jacks. The over cards versus the pair. Here's the flop.
Ace king.
It's 2, 10, 6. He needs an ace of king, 2 running cards to make straight.
No clubs in the flop.
Oh, now only a queen will save him. It's a 5. Chuck makes a set of jacks and knocks Cuz out of the tournament. I have a feeling he will be firing back again.
Brutal couple of hands.
Wow, think about it. Have a solid stack, and with just two hands, he took the 2 3s against King 6, doubled, and Chuck doubled through again. Then a couple of hands later, he picks an ace king suited. Chuck wakes up with 2 jacks and finishes off the job.
That was back-to-back hands too, I believe.
Just like that, you win. That's the parody of poker, folks. You go from having a decent stack and knowing you're going to feel like you're going to get to day 2, to all of a sudden you're gone.
Yep, that's frustrating.
Moving right along here. So we got Lonnie with ace 3 hearts. I think he's going to lay this down. Early position now. Ace, a baby ace is not a great ace. You can attest to that.
No, but at this stage, it's any ace is worth some aggression right now because people are playing very ABC. So if you don't run into any big hands, you're gonna chip up, picking up 7,500 in the middle.
And right on cue, Luke with ace 9 is going to move all in. JR's got a suited ace, but it's going to cost him half a stack to make this call. He's going to fold. $17 players, folks. We got 5 left. 5 left till we get to a bag.
It's almost like the strategy at this point becomes like a satellite. Just trying to make it down to 12.
Here's our chip count. Jay sitting on top comfortably with 185,000. Chuck's made him up. Lonnie making the big move. Obviously, still got 80,000. Obviously, one of the things, Jason, is when you've made this kind of momentum swing that obviously you went from nothing now you're pretty much sitting comfortably. Is it something you'd be like, okay, look, I'm gonna play out the rush? Like that's one of those things where I know you've been at a point where you've made all ins, you've called all ins, you've had that fluctuation ups down. Then all of a sudden you make that rush. Is it something where you have to tell yourself to just play out the rush, or are you gonna like obviously you try to
Put on the brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that kind of depends on the feel of the table. I mean, you're gonna get all different kinds of styles of players. You're gonna get passive players. You're gonna get a table full of really aggressive players, and poker's all about adjusting.
And here's the adjustment. Lonnie made the call with Queen 7. JC's got Queen Jack. Makes top pair. Lonnie's going to fold it. I think he's obviously taking a shot, obviously, in the hijack jump. Again, 17 players left. We got 14 minutes in this level, folks. Again, $250,000 free roll. Jason, $250,000, man. It's like you probably haven't run into a lot of tournaments, even with a call it with $1,000 buy-in that don't have that much in the prize pool.
No, this is what a good deal this is. I mean, not only just the free roll and the money added, but I mean, like Smokey was saying, just the structure is just it's phenomenal. I mean, for a free roll tournament, there's so much play. There's so much. It's not like you're playing bingo here. You're playing poker.
Absolutely. And for example, now it looks like JC's gonna play some poker. You're looking down, he's got Ace King suited and the +1. But you got the chip leader with King Jack. We could see some action in between it. You know, he's gonna come in with a raise on this one. This is a question, honestly. He knows he's gonna come in with a raise. He's gonna make it 12,000 to go.
That's what I see.
Jay's gonna lay down the King Jack. It's gonna fall. I don't think anybody's gonna get out of line after that.
Nope.
I think.
Yeah, that's
Lonnie with the 5-4. James got jacked. I think it's all good. He's gonna be a raise and take it.
That's a serious bet.
Or not.
Nah, he's.
Yeah, there you go. He's just going slow with it, Joe. But yeah, folks. Obviously, even though we're about 5 players away from day 5. Listen, we still got 3 days. There's still 3 day ones still going on with this.
We're down to 16 players. By the way.
16 players. Nah, thank you, Jason. 16 players, folks. You got 16 players for 4-way. For 4-way from a bag. Actually, we're going to JC again. He's going to fold. But I don't know. I think Lonnie might do something here. He's on the button. He's sitting with pocket 9s.
Oh yeah.
If there ever was a time to pick up some blinds, this would be it. And did he raise? Yes, he did. He makes it 16,000 to go.
Big raise.
Jamie's got Queen Jack. I don't think he's going to play this, and definitely Chuck with a 9 for you. And look, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Lonnie picked up 7,500 in chips to get the position. He could have had 3 high, but honestly, being able to play that position, people are just kind of studying. They see that clock. They see how many players left. 4 are left. The 2 tables. Looking at the stacks again, we got Jay. Oh, we got a new player. We got Solomon. He was on the live stream earlier. Cool. He's got 80,000. Lonnie's sitting with 77.5. Obviously, we're getting close, folks. We're getting real close. Action's going to be on Jay again. He's pretty much been pretty comfortable. I think he was at a high of about 220,000, sitting with 185. Action going up, yeah, as suited. JR's gonna raise with pocket 8s, and I don't see anybody getting out of line with this, Jason. I think it's just gonna fold across, even with Jamie on the button with King 3. I think it's just gonna fold. Wait a minute.
I think he just limped in.
He just limped with 8s. Wow.
Chuck completes with the Jack 3. Wow. Just trying to see if
He's gonna check with 9-7. We're gonna see a flop of this, folks. Flop go up. Wow, look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at this flop.
JR has flopped the set.
Get ready for fireworks.
JC has flopped the nut straight, folks. 10 high straight.
Wow, he just called with a set of 8s.
And Chuck's gonna he bets 3,000. JR calls with a set. Wow, and Chuck's gonna fold.
If you see a deuce or a 3 in the turn,
oh wow,
that's gonna halt the action.
This is gonna get interesting now. So obviously now you have 4 to the straight on the board. And it's not the best set either, but JC's just going to bet 6,000. JR just calls. Wow. Will you look at this? Wow.
What a run out.
JR, the poker gods are on JR's side, literally. JC is gonna bet 3,000.
Is he gonna try to put a raise in, or is he just gonna?
I think he just smooth calls this, and he's gonna realize he got bailed out. He got bailed out, and if anything, Chuck's going to check straight out of this, and he folded it. And you got to go looking at this how JC. Wow, I had this guy dead to rights.
Yep.
And the board bailed him out.
Yeah. You'd think you'd be upset there with a set of 8s on that.
Yeah, set of 8s against a flop straight. I mean, for the fact of the matter is that how all the chips didn't get in.
Yeah, no doubt.
Is amazing to me. But it tells you, I mean, like you run into players that honestly that understand with this close, even with a hand like that, even with a hand like a flop straight, even with a hand with a set of eights, you can't play it like you usually would in a cash game.
No.
I mean, if this was a cash game, between the two of them, all the money's getting in.
I mean, when you do make bigger hands like that, like I said earlier, you want to set traps at the stage. Maybe check raising on the flop or something, or doing something. But ironically, we would have got the same result no matter what with that run out.
Exactly. I mean, they played it very cautiously. They played it very passively. But even then, it still would have been. But even on top of that, if they hadn't played it so passively, Chuck sneaks in with a jack high straight and scoops that. It might have been a triple up for him.
It could have been pretty interesting. Looks like we got another limp pot. Looks like people are starting to open up and trying to see more flops right now. And
There are 4 ways with this, and the flop comes 4, 8, 9. You got Saul with a pair. You got Jay with a straight draw. You got JC with a straight draw.
Saul's making the right move here.
Yeah, gotta. If you flop a pair, theoretically, to say you're gonna flop a pair once every 3 hands that you play, and he's gonna make that play with that. JC's got the inside straight draw. He's gonna fold. Jay's got the inside straight draw. 10 will give him a straight, but a jack will give him top pair, and he has the chips to make this call.
He does. But if he calls and misses, he's going to be in a tough spot in the turn, but we'll see.
All right, he makes the call here. We're going to a turn. It's a 5. Now it gives him a straight draw.
Mm-hmm.
A two-way straight draw.
Jay now has a double gut shot.
Yeah, the river. Oh, wow, look at this. He's made 3, and Saul's made 3 eights on the river. The question is, honestly, with Jay, with the 2 busted draws and just jack high, can Saul get anything out of him? He's not going to be able to. Jay's not going to call anything down with jack high. He's not going to call anything down with jack high. I know you're the chip leader and everything, but no, you're not going to call anything down with jack high with this. Yep, nope. There's the laydown. 7-11 was closed for this hand. And Saul's going to take down this pot. He's going to eclipsing almost 100,000. Again, we got 6.5 minutes in this level. 16 players left, folks. We got 4 to get to a bag. We look at the chip count here. Jay's still sitting comfortably. Saul almost clipped the 100,000 chip mark. Lonnie's still making the run. Chuck with those 2 double ups is in 4th. And you got guys like Jess that are still holding on.
We don't have any emergency short stacks, though. No one too much lower than 20 big blinds.
So yeah, there's still some play here.
Absolutely.
The only downside is also means that, like, I think as it rotates and as we go through the blind levels, like, people lock up, or are they going to actually get a chance to open up?
Well, I think you're seeing a lot more flops because the stacks are getting a little more closer.
Yep, and for right on Zach, Jamie in the hijack's going to make this 9,000 with King 8 of hearts. Going to be folding the button. It's going to get down to Saul, who's got, yes, folks, that is my favorite hand, 7-8 offsuit.
Not Saul.
And he folds. I love it, but I am not married to it.
Saul doesn't share the same opinion at this stage.
No. Again, folks, we have just a little over 5 minutes left in this level. We've got 16 players again. We've got three more day ones. Here's the chip count again. We got Luke still sitting comfortably. No one is in real danger here. There's still a good amount of play left. We still got 5 minutes left in this level. As we go to the next hand here, we're going to have JR under the gun. And when you look at this, he wakes up with Snowman. No, folks, I'm not wishing for snow either. We got pocket 8s. He's pocket 8s under the gun. And it looks like he's going to lead out with a raise. Oh, no, he called.
Nope, just a call.
Wow, this is the second. He had 8s against the 9-7.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the second time he's done this. But, Jamie's going to raise it with Jack 8 offsuit to 6,500.
He senses weakness.
JC with Jack Deuce going to fold. Jay's got ace high on the button. He's going to lay this down. Saul's got an ace 10 suited, but he is in early position.
He's got 1,500 in the pot, so he might just take a stab. And
he's going to lay that. Luke is going to fold the king 4 of hearts. We know he's going to call. We're going to see 3 ways to a flop. It's going to be ace 10 versus pocket 8s versus jack 8. Here's the flop. It comes 6-7-6. that is a safe board for 2-8.
It is a safe board. But I have a feeling if it checks to Jamie, he's going to take the aggressive route.
Absolutely. There it is. He fires out for 6,500. Saul with the ace 10 is going to fold. JR is going to call with the 2-8s. Going to go to the turn.
Jamie.
It's an ace. Wow. That is, he gets the ace out. But now the question is he going to fire again?
That couldn't have been a better card for Jamie to continue.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, JR can't think the 2-8s are good, even though they were. He's going to get it to fold.
That's a great move there. I mean, once you bet the flop and you get called, you have a pretty good idea of their hand range there. I mean, last time you saw him do that, he had 2-8s, and he knows he's capable of doing it with any pair there. It is possible that he limped, an ace-jack or an ace-queen type hand and then just call the small bet in the flop. So, it could adversely be a bad card for him, but as far as a bluff card goes, that's the best card for him. So.
Absolutely. And also, then he said the flop bet also got in what ended up being what would have been the best hand on the turn. It got that out.
Sure.
We got JC in the hijack with big slick ace king. I'm pretty sure he's going to come in on a raise with this.
I'd say so too. Saul's got it's a big raise too.
Makes it 12,000 to go. Jay's going to lay down the 3 deuce. Saul's got Kojak. He's got King Jack suited.
That's a good hand.
And the button.
It's a good hand on the button. It was a big raise though, 12,000. But he's.
And it looks like he's going to make the call here.
He's going to make the call.
Luke's going to fold. JR's going to fold that Queen 8. So we're going to see Ace King versus King Jack go to a flop. The flop. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Boy.
What a flop for Saul. He's flopped top pair and a flush draw. He's going to check. Saul's going to lead out with this one.
Yeah.
You couldn't gas for a better flop than this. He's got top pair and a flush draw, and he's going to lead out on the butt. Makes it 15,000 to go.
And with JC's stack, it's actually pretty tough for him to continue in this spot.
Yeah, I agree. If you're going to call, you might as well just put it all in.
Yep. If you're going to call, you might as well have led the flop.
Exactly. He's got to know. Lily, you have ace high. You have barely, or you need help on the turn or redraw, and even then you could be drawn dead. He's going to lay this one down. Saul's going to pick this up. He's going to eclipse over 100,000, folks. So we're going to have 2 players with 6-figure stacks sitting at the feature table as we're able to welcome Uptown Smokey Brown back into the booth.
Yeah, I didn't know. I know we're on the 10-minute delay. I didn't know we were still one away from the bag. I just walked through the room. They're still playing, just to let you guys know. So it might take a little while.
Oh, wow. Hear that, folks? That tells you something about the structure of this tournament. Come on down. We got 3. I believe right. We got 3 still got 3 day one still left. You can see you got a lot of play. It's got 30-minute blinds. Then it's small blinds to start off with. Even if you're a member, here's my thing about this. If you've played here once or if you play here daily, you got to take your shot. If this place is offering up $250,000, you couldn't buy 50 lottery tickets to have that kind of shot at that kind of money.
Absolutely. And look at this. You're at this stage of the tournament. You're close to the money, and you still have multi-way limp pots. There's still a lot of play left.
But I think the big stack is gonna flex his muscle. He's gonna make it 8,000 to go on the hijack.
He's kind of sat tight for a while after doubling up a couple short stacks, so he's looking to take down a pot after a while.
I agree. Now here's the thing: is JC? He's sitting there with Ace 8 hearts suited. He's seen it go back and forth. He just had to lay down Ace King, and he's gonna lay down again. So. I know. JC is a very aggressive player. We've seen this. We've seen him make some very interesting calls. But now, and Jason, we're getting down to where, from what I can see here, we are 3 away. I know he won the plays that he usually would have made earlier on in the tournament.
Sure.
He's basically kind of became a whole lot more streamlined. Big pairs, strong aces in position. I think that's what it's going to boil down to.
The closer you get to the actual bubble, 1 away, 2 away, you're going to see the bigger stacks. You should see the bigger stacks take advantage of that more and more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So moving on to the next hand. Up, Jamie. Jamie's looking up. It's going to be last act with him pre-flopping. He's got 2 10s. It's going to get folded around. Saul's got 10-8 of diamonds. Oh, wait a minute. Is he limping in? Oh, he's going to limp in. Luke's going to fold the queen. Jay's going to fold 6 deuce on the button.
Let's see if Jamie lets him see a flop.
Lonnie is going to call. I think honestly, he's going to raise this. You got 2 10s. You're in late position. You got to raise it. There's the raise. He's going to make this 18,000 to go.
It's the right move, and I think it's going to work out.
Yeah, Saul, he's got 10-8. Honestly, I think he was just trying to see a cheap flop with a 1-gapper. He's going to fold. Lonnie, he's got the same stack, about the same stack. He's got to fold this.
Yep.
Yep, there's the laydown. That's fortunate. He got and he shows the 10s. Everyone's like, he got out of that. He got out of that unscathed.
Lonnie told him right away I had one. And I bet Saul said it too.
All right, folks, the blinds have now gone up. We're playing with 2K small blind, 4K big, 4K big blind ante. What that means, folks, is that it is going to cost each of these players 10,000 chips every round. This is now where it gets serious. This is now where you're going to make kind of draw your line in the sand, because now, oh, whoa, wow, look at this.
Yep.
Wow, look at this. JR has woken up with pocket 8s for what I can think is the 3rd time.
That's right.
And Saul has aces.
3rd time in 1 orbit, I believe.
Wow. And I mean, statistically, say you're only supposed to wake up with a pocket pair once every 17 deals. He's had the same 8s 3 times in an orbit.
Let's get a math guy in here.
Wow. I'm like wondering, JR's realized he's played 8s wrong twice, and now he just calls 8s. Jamie's got king 9 suited now. I mean, he's getting literally 7K to call. There's already 28 in the pot. He's getting an excellent price, but he's going to lay this down.
Yep.
Chuck's going to lay down the hammer. But we're going to go to a flop here. We're going to see it's 2 aces versus 2 8s, and JR has had 8s 3 times, and I hate to say it, he's played him wrong all 3 times. But I think he may get out of this with a flop going 7 deuce 10.
We'll see. He's at least going to see a turn.
He's going to smooth call. Okay. The jack on the turn does give him a straight draw.
He makes the quick call to try to slow Saul down on the turn.
But no, he Saul's coming firing. He bets 15,000.
He's not buying into it. He reads the situation.
Yep, there's the laydown. But in that case, I opposed to the other times, it's like, honestly, he's not going to realize he got a big pocket pair. But out of position, unless you hit a flop set, unless it's a play that gives you multiple draws, I don't think it's bad on this Paul that he's waking up with 8s.
Oh yeah.
Run into a straight, run into a big ace. Well, and run into aces. So.
It's tough to maneuver boards right now at this stage with these stacks. So, 8s is not a bad hand. Mid pairs and through 10s are not bad hands to put pressure on.
But they are the toughest to play.
They are the toughest to play, especially out of position, especially after the flop.
Absolutely. Here again, Saul obviously looking again with a suited ace again. He's got some momentum. He's going to make this call. Luke's going to fold. JR's got San Francisco 48 rounds go. Lonnie's going to fold an ace. Jamie's got king 10 on the button.
We've seen him put some pressure with king 10 earlier.
There he goes. I think he's going to make a raise. The guy, the lights, yeah, here we go. He makes the raise 13,000. Chuck's got king 6 to fold. JC's got the hammer. He's going to fold that. Saul's got a decision now. It's going to cost him 9,000. He's out of position.
He's got a stack.
But he's going to make the call.
He likes to maneuver after the flop. So
here we go. And the flop comes 7-6 king. Jamie is flop top pair. Actions to Saul. He's going to check. Jamie, obviously with top pair and position, he's going to go ahead and make a bet here. He leads out for, looks like, 14,500.
I don't think Jamie's going to fold king 10 the rest of this tournament.
No, not at all. All right, folks, 15 players. We're at level 14. We got 15 players. 3 players. We got 3 to go. 3 to go. And here, look at the stack sizes. Obviously, between, wow, we got 3 players sitting at over 100,000.
We also got 3 under 10 big blinds.
Oh, I know, right? It's the haves and the have-nots, as they say. Now, as a short stack, is it a point now where it's I know we've discussed this more or less, but it's a point where, I mean, I know it's the style you play. I would say we're going to take one hand and we're going to go with it. It's
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not going to be calling raises with 10 big blinds or less right now.
We may have a little bit of fireworks here. Chuck on the button with ace jack. Lonnie in the hijack with ace king. I don't see him just calling. I think he's going to put in a raise. He does.
Yep.
This could be trouble. He's going to make it 16,000. This could be trouble for Chuck. Chuck's got ace jack. I don't think Jamie's going to call with 8-6. Chuck's got ace jack on the button.
Chuck may want to make a move here because,
I think he's just smooth calling.
he's going to smooth call.
There's the call. JC with 10-8, he's going to fold. Jay's definitely going to let go of the 7-3 hearts.
Chuck doesn't want to see a dry ace on this board.
Absolutely. He doesn't want to see any ace. He'd like to see some paint, though. And he got it.
That's the paint he's looking for.
That is the paint. He's flop top pair. But Lonnie's going to continue. Lonnie continue for 12,000.
Makes a small continuation.
And Heidi Ho, Chuck has shipped it all in. Instant fold. You already, I think you just sit there going, really, Ace King?
Yep.
Have you done it to me again? Yes, you have. And just lays it, folds it face up in disgust.
Yep.
I guess I said Ace King was it Anna Kournikova? Looks good, but never wins.
Never wins.
All right, folks, we've got 22 minutes left this level. 15 players. We've got 3 left until a bag. Here are the chip counts again. We got 4. We got 4 players now, over 100,000. And we got 3 with less than 10 bigs.
Exciting dynamic right now.
Indeed. But the dynamic could flip with just one all in. Also forgot to mention, so we got Scott in the box as one of our additional fabulous dealers here at Poker House of Dallas. Excellent dealer, good guy to know. Oh, wow. Here we go, folks. We got 3 big hands here.
We got 3 big hands by the 3 big stacks.
Well, yeah, indeed. 2 of them got over 100K. Jay's got big slick. Jamie's got 2 10s. Chuck's got the walking sticks, 2 7s. And Jamie makes it 50,000 to go with the 10s. Chuck's sitting there with 2 7s.
Wow.
Is he going to make a stand? He literally has 100,000.
He's targeting the short stacks, and he doesn't want anyone putting any chips in.
Indeed.
And Jason, we talked about this in our last stream. Amateur players tend to raise to a higher amount when they're holding 10s or jacks. It's a very tough hand to maneuver after the flop. Do you think anybody picks up on this right here?
Sure. I mean, definitely the one thing you're going to notice is you're not going to see someone raising to 50,000 with aces or kings in the spot. I mean, he gets Jay to
Wow, he
fold
gets
ace
Jay
king
to lay down ace
without
king.
even too much thought there. But yeah, I mean, when you make too big of a raise, you're gonna put red flags in everyone's head and know that something's weird here. I mean, they're clearly not bluffing, but how big of a hand could they really have when they're trying to put that much pressure on you? So.
Right. So why do you think Jay decided to fold ace king there? Like you said, you're never putting him on aces or kings for that sizing. So do you agree with the ace king fold?
Yeah. No, I do. I mean, with his stack right now, his stack is so valuable going into day 2 with 180,000 plus chips. He really doesn't even need to take that risk right now with ace king. It's pretty likely that ace king is a big part of the range of his opponent too when he makes it 50,000. But I mean, it's pretty rare that it's going to be anything other than a coin flip or the same hand. And then you're just going to get the totally outlandish situations where he will have 2 kings in that spot. But it's really not worth it for you to take that gamble.
Yeah, so I think to your point, a lot of players would rather rely on their skill rather than just a coin flip at this point in the tournament. There's no reason just to flip for that many chips.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, especially when you have that stack. I mean, it's pretty hard to amass a stack over 60 big blinds right now in general. So you definitely want to be real cautious when you get that stack, and you want to be the one putting the pressure on people, not having the pressure on you. You don't need the pressure with that stack. So
Absolutely with that, Jason. And that point raising, we got Jay, who's the big stack, that decides to raise on the button with Jack 7. And you got James here with 9-7. He's going to go ahead and lay this down. And obviously, as you two gentlemen were speaking about the power of chips, and in this case, the power of position,
sure.
he was able to do a raise and take it with that chip stack. And now as we have 14 players left, we are 2 away.
It wasn't even just 50,000 either. I mean, he still had another 50,000 behind. Those were 200K plus stacks. So Jay could have taken a 180K stack down to under 100K in one hand, and really no logistical reason for taking that gamble unless you have aces or kings in that spot.
Absolutely. All right, we're on to the next hand here with this. Well, we got Chuck here. He's in the +1 with 9s. He's going to come in for a raise. I think he's making 15,000 to go. It's probably going to fold around. I don't see anybody trying to get out of line. Jay's got 6-5 suited. He's going to fold. Saul's got a baby ace. Yeah, I think the 9s are just going to raise and take it on this one. But raise and take it, it's still 10,000.
We are down to 14 players, by the way, 2 away.
2 away from a bag, folks.
All right, my boy Luke, the guy I'm rooting for here, he's going to be on the button. I think he's the short stack at this table. Is that right?
He is, but he's still holding on, Smokey.
All right, I'm rooting for him to pick up a hand, try to get a double up here.
There we go. So
we got a few short stacks right now. I mean, there's a bunch of people at risk.
things are going to open up.
Lonnie, JC, and Luke are all trying to get their stacks in right now.
Yep. Trying to pick up a hand. Everyone's going to fold across. You got Jay with the Jack-7. He's going to lay this down. Saul's got a Queen-5. He's going to, in the cutoff, don't think you see him getting out of line with this. Nope. Jamie on the button. Excuse me. Luke on the button there. Lonnie's going to move all in with 8 deuce.
Yeah, I think he took Luke's move away from him. I think if I'm Luke, I'm shoving there with any 2 cards, honestly. Even if you get called by ace-king, you're still, 60-40? I just think you got to make the move on the button there.
Shows him a 10 and fold. And Lonnie shows him an 8. Wow, literally made a move with 8 deuce, but he scooped up some blinds and annies.
I think he showed him the whole 8 deuce.
Oh, wow. Hey, Smokey, what do you think? That's more like a double down hand than a hand to go all in with.
Yeah, I mean, it folds around. You're only raising into one player. Again, if he gets called by ace-king, ace-queen, it doesn't really matter at that point. He's got to pick up chips. You're 60-40, so you got to risk it.
Agreed.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Agreed.
Right.
There you go. Risk it for the biscuit votes. Another Smokey-ism from Uptown, Smokey Brown.
He's risking 30,000 to win 8,000, so all he needs is a fold.
Yeah, you know, right? Moving right along, we got the next set of hands here. JC is going to have his ace-5 under the gun. He's going to fold. Looks like Jay's going to have queen-4. He's not doing anything well. Saul's got a5. He's going to. I think everyone here is just going to make solid moves right now. No one's going to get out of line.
Yeah, and if it folds around to you and you're Lonnie here, I mean, there's 10K in the pot. It's 25% of your stack. I mean, you could justify shipping it in again there, right, Jason?
Yep. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, any suited connectors, I mean, even against a lot of the hands you're going to get called by are going to be, 40-60 situations, and you're going to have a decent amount of equity even if you do get called by any ace. So you got to look for spots right now. It's every pot you pick up is super crucial right now.
Exactly. Case in point here, we got a flop of king-3. Jamie's got the computer hand queen-7. Chuck's got 10-9, but obviously Jamie first to fold, first to bet, first to win. 14 players left, folks. We got about less than 15 minutes in this level. We got 2 left.
One more to hand for hand.
I think when you get this deep, I think there's 2 mindsets come into play. So the guy that just wants to limp to day 2 with a short stack, and then he's going to say, well, I'll gamble on day 2 once I've made the money. Or the guy that says, hey, I'm here to play for first place. I'm not interested in the min cash. That's more my mentality. That's why I probably rip it in with the 5-6 of clubs the very next hand if I'm him. I'm playing for first place, not for the min cash.
I completely agree with you on Smokey. I think Jason would probably say the same way.
I agree, but at the same
Oh, wow.
at the same time, playing 8-9 hours and being in the bubble is something you don't forget for a while.
Oh yeah. Wow, look how fortunate.
Yeah,
this
and
is.
I mean, I guess he's going to prove me wrong here because he is still in the tournament, and here he's picked up aces with a great chance to double up. So again, a lot of different strategies, a lot of different approaches. It looks like it's working out for him right here. So
He's gonna make a race to 10,000.
Look who's got their signature King 10.
He's got King 10 on the button. He's looking down at his stack, honestly, sitting there with over 120,000. And he calls. You know, Chuck and JC are going to get out of the way.
what is Lonnie's mindset right here? You've just been called. What kind of flop are you looking for?
Well, I
Wait
mean,
a minute, look at wait. Is that oh, that's just a call.
oh, JC's is coming along with the Queen 7.
He's calling down with Queen 7.
Big part of his stack. I mean, this is a great.
Uh-oh.
This is a perfect flop for you because I mean, you're not happy to see anything suited. You're looking for a monetary board with all different suits, but
Lonnie has aces
Making his
and
move,
he rubs
and
it all in. Jamie has a flush draw.
for sure we'll be calling, and I don't think he's going to see this flop with King 10 of spades and get away from this flop,
Absolutely not. Honestly,
especially with the stacks.
it's 30,000 to call. Doubt it. It's going to cost him about 30% of his stat to make the call, but it would take out a player and be one closer to bagging for the day.
And, you know, flopping an ace is nice, but it's also hard to get any value out of your hand, too. But
Indeed.
Yeah, this is what it comes down to here. I mean, you've got to win big pots like this. I don't think Jamie's going to go anywhere. You're not calling with King 10 pre.
And he makes the call. Oh, here we go, folks.
All right,
We
let's
got
see what
Lonnie with pocket aces, Jamie with a flush draw. Right now, Lonnie is a 3-2 favorite right now.
If you're
Here's the
Lonnie, you're liking
turn.
your hand.
The queen, he needs to avoid any
if you're Lonnie, you're pretty sick going into this
any
river.
spade.
Oh,
Wow, it's the 3 of hearts. Lonnie has doubled up. He could obviously he probably had a mild heart attack for about a minute and 2 seconds.
Yep, what a turn. He's praying to see ace-jack there, and he saw the worst possible thing, a flush draw that turned into an open-ender.
Wow. Lonnie's still in this. He's almost at 100,000.
2 really short stacks. We got a 5 and a 6 big blind stack. So
Wow. So I think that alone, I think we've seen Lonnie double up 3 times since in the last couple levels.
yeah, what a run for him.
I
He
know,
was one
right?
of the short stacks not long ago.
Now he's sitting with just about 100,000, and honestly, I think he's gonna. Now he's had a chance to breathe. Looks like he's got a few more gray hairs on this.
Yeah, here's Luke's chance for the double up. He's in early position. I'm expecting him to rip it in right here.
Absolutely, he's sitting there. He's got ace queen, and there it all goes. He's all in for 25,000.
Looks like he might be taking this one down, too.
Yep, he's going to be folded across. Jamie's got 4 high. He's not going anywhere. Chuck's been pretty tight. I doubt if JC's going to call the ace deuce, and Jay with queen 5 suited. No, he's going to let this one go. And just like that, folks, that's 10,000 in blinds and annies.
That's a whole nother orbit.
There you go. 10 minutes left to go in the level. Ladies and gentlemen, 14 players. We've got 14 players left. We've got two away from the bag. Here's our chip counts here. We got almost 4 players, including Lana. It's almost at either on or over 100,000. Jamie's still holding in. You got 2 short stacks. This is where the rubber meets the road.
Everyone's eyeing the short stacks right now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee you that.
Indeed.
Yeah, this is where secretly everybody's rooting against you. When you get it all in, you're the short stack. You know, they're trying to be nice, but they really want you knocked out. They want you out of the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you're the short stack and you double up at this stage, it's fun to see everyone's faces when you double up because they're all
Like, oh,
they're all getting nauseous. Yep.
Gonna get folded around to Chuck that has A3. It's gonna JC with 6-5 on the button. That's a no bueno.
Nope.
Jay's got ace high in the small blind.
Definitely expect to see a raise here.
He's gonna make it 12,000 to go. Saul's got Motown Jackson 5. I highly doubt he's gonna call this. He's just gonna pass over the blinds and the annies on that one, and he does. The chip leader.
Oh, we are 13 left.
13. We are hand for hand, folks. Hand for hand. We just need one more to go out, and the remaining 12 players will have advanced to day 2. Obviously, Jace, do you have that sigh of relief knowing like you played a long day and you've been able to bag up some chips knowing you got a cash? Is you get a chance to kind of have a little bit of relief, or your mindset thinking, okay, what's the game plan going into the next day?
I'm already working up a game plan towards the end of the day for the next day, but I'll tell you what, the mindset between making it to day 2 or being in the bubble is going to be a lot different.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
So there's definitely a big sense of relief for everyone making day 2, no matter what.
And Smokey, your boy made me in trouble. He's got an ace high, but you got Jay, the chip leader. He's sitting with ace king.
Yeah, I don't think Luke gets in trouble here. Jay's obviously going to raise on the button. I think Luke gets away from it. I've seen him fold ace jack. It's one away. I don't expect him to get a line with just an ace deuce here at the big.
Well, Jay's going to make it 15K to go. I'm pretty sure Saul's going to fold the jack 8. And as for Luke,
I mean, I say that it's justifiably if he gets it in here. Anytime, especially the chip leader raises from late position, you're never. I mean, he could be queen 9 there. You could be anything, but if he rips it in, I definitely don't blame him in that spot. But rightfully, he folds and we're on to the next hand.
Absolutely.
Jay's been a pretty ABC chip leader too. He hasn't really shown down many crazy hands. He hasn't really shown too much over aggression or anything. He's been picking his spots pretty well. So it makes it even tougher for him to get out of line with ace deuce there.
Absolutely. And you're almost going to think is when the value, it's usually typically a player raises, you're going to kind of question like, is the raise, is there value with this raise? Is he just doing this out of this? But we got Lonnie in the big blind with pocket 6s. We got Luke with king 10 of hearts. I mean, everything, it's going to fold around to them two. Is it a solid enough hand to shove it? I mean, honestly, Lonnie's had a lot of momentum with this.
Well, you do have Saul here on the button with an ace, which justifies the raise 90% of the time.
Right.
Yeah,
he
Saul
does make the raise. He's going to make it 8,000 to go.
Definitely going to raise the button and make it a little difficult on these guys.
Luke's going to lay down the king 10. Lonnie's got pocket 6. He's going to complete the defend. Luke
looks frustrated because he definitely wanted to shove it in there in the small blind.
Absolutely. Here's the flop, and it comes 5-8-3. Saul's made a pair, but Lonnie's 6s are going to lead. He's going to lead out. He makes it 12,000.
It's got the perfect hand for Saul to have, too.
Saul's going to call. We're going to go to 4th Street here. Turn is a queen. No help to either player. Lonnie checks, and I think Saul may try this. No, he's going to check back.
Checks it back.
Going to the river. It's a 4. It looks like a safe card. Lonnie's going to check this. It's going to go check.
Yeah.
And Lonnie's going to pick up this pot with 6s. And wow, just like that, he is now over almost 120,000. A sextuple up. Well, he literally had a little less than 20,000 chips, not even a couple orbits ago.
Yep. The chips, they move quick.
Here is our pre-flop raise percentage there. Obviously now the fact we're going hand for hand, it's a question on whether or not the real question is, and I'm going to agree with the Smokey, who is going to draw the line in the sand to take their shot?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get out of line here. Everybody's playing, like you said earlier, ABC. They're waiting for big aces, pairs. I mean, you can't sit around and blind out, but nobody's getting out of line. Obviously, expect Jay to raise here from the hijack with the 10s.
Absolutely. You're sitting there with 2 10s.
Yeah, I don't see anybody defending here, though.
Maybe Saul with an ace. Nope, he's going to let that one go. I think it's just going to fold all the way around. And the rich just keep getting richer.
You got 2 extreme short stacks pretty much battling each other out right now. One of them's going to make it, one of them's not.
what? Those 10s are making the rotation. Chuck's got them now. So.
10s are hot today.
JC's going to fold. I don't think Jay's not going to get it. Jay's over 200,000 now. I think it's just going to go fold. It's just going to fold to the big. No one's going to try to get out of line. Jamie may complete it with the king 7, but if he does, you know Chuck's going to come into raise. Yep, there's the call. And now he's looking down. He's looking at his stack. He's looking down with that Jake LaMotta look. He's going to come in for a raise. And there it is.
It is.
Makes it 14,000. He can't call. He's going to just lay this down. It gotta be. He shows the king. Be like, I had something.
Might show him a 10.
Oh, he shows them both 10. 13 players. One more player, folks. One more player, and that is the end of day 5. All right, going down to the next. Wait a minute. Another pocket pair.
We got 2 8s for Chuck.
Chuck's picked up 2 8s. JC laughing. Obviously, he's picked up the hammer. 7 dudes. He's not playing. So's going to jack 8s. He's going to fold down. Line's going to lay down San Francisco 49er. Jamie's got an ace on the button, though. He's going to put in a raise.
See if Chuck wants to put some aggression on here and put some pressure on him.
He just lets go of 2 8s.
Yeah, that's that mentality of just he's happy with his stack. He's comfortable right now. He doesn't want to get too out of line. 8s are right now. I mean, you'd call him crazy in a cash game for folding, but at this stage, every decision's crucial.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you just played back at the same player the hand before. So, if you play back at him here and if he's had enough of it, now he comes over the top, now you're stuck. You're really putting your chips on the line at that point.
Yeah, that was absolutely running through his mind for sure. It was just a hand ago. So. JC is really looking to get that stack in there.
Oh, no. We woke up with the hammer again. Wow. Are we sure that we shuffled these cards?
I don't know. If you ask him, he's got a different opinion.
Absolutely. Wait a minute. Lonnie's got something to raise with here. From the hijack, he's making it 16,000 to go. Jamie's got Jack 9. Oh, Ace Queen. He's got Ace Queen. He's gonna raise it up. Jamie's got Jack 9 of diamonds in the cutoff. He's gonna lay that down. Chuck's gonna lay down a Jack 3. He's gonna laugh again. He goes, "You already know." Jay with the 7-8, he's going to let this go. And Lonnie's going to scoop up another 10K.
It's like, how many 7 deuces can I get in one orbit?
I sidebar that. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Our blinds have gone up. We're playing at a 2,500 small blind, 5,000 big blind, 5,000 big blind ante. So now it is 12,500 chips every orbit, folks.
JC is hanging by a thread.
He is literally hanging by a thread. He has 8,500 chips. The one his upside is that he is on the button and he's got some free hands before he can make a decision. And as we look at Smokey's friend here, Luke, still holding on.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know how much longer he can hold on. He's actually playing pretty good. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities, and you've got to get opportunities in this game. Sometimes the cards are just the cards, but I think he's playing well. I hope he can pick up a pair or a big ace or something, maybe get a double right here before we end this. But I know he doesn't want to carry that stack over into day 2, but his opportunities have been limited so far.
Absolutely. At some point in time, like this your skill can carry you, but you need to catch some cards to be able to build from it.
Sometimes it just happens where you lose a pot towards the end, or the dynamic becomes maintaining your stack to just how to get to day 2 and how to try to get to the money and make a run after you get there. It's unfortunate when that happens, but That's tournament poker sometimes.
And unfortunately, JC has now gone from feeling like a poker player to a slab of meat. With 8,500 chips, knowing that he is the absolute short stack at the table. And with the blinds at 2,500, 5,000, 5,000 big blind ante, he realizes I've got a couple free hands before I am all in. And as we are going hand for hand, here we go. Action's going to be on Luke under down. He's got Motown Jacks 5. He's going to fold. Lion's got King 7 off. I don't see him doing anything funny. James got the computer hand Queen 7. Chuck's going to lay that down. JC's got Queen 4 off. Is this the hand?
It's funny. It's the best hand, but nobody.
No.
He can't do it. He's got no fold equity. He knows he's going to get a board, so he's got to find the hand to go with it. And he's got the button right now, so he's got.
And oh my, wow, Saul just got a free ride on that one. Jay laid down in the small. We're hand for hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and speaking of Luke, this is a big hand for him right here. Really hoping this would be a perfect spot to pick it up. You've got, what has he got? What were blinds? He's got 10,000 invested in this?
He's got 10,000.
Out of 25? What, does he have 25, 30?
He's got 25,000.
Big hand for him. He's really wanting to get a hand here.
Absolutely. This is kind of the make or break right now. If only just to be able to fold, either to pick up a big hand or be able to get a ground skinner out of this.
Yeah, and this is where, I mean, what has he got back there? 15 back, so not a lot of fold equity, even if he puts that in. If somebody's limped in or if somebody's raised, obviously they're not going anywhere. So if he has to get away from this hand, he's left with so few chips that no matter what happens, he is going to get a board. So let's see what happens here. If it folds around, the button raises, I'm probably just going to get it in here no matter what happens in late position. But that's just me.
No.
The only thing that makes it tough is having JC with even a shorter stack across the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're one away from the money. That is right. I mean, at that point, and there's a pair for Luke. So
oh, wow. Yeah, he's got pocket 3s, but Lonnie's got pocket 5s. And JC's sitting there with the Queen 7 of diamonds.
Luckily for Luke, Lonnie just calls here, so Luke might not get in trouble. A bunch of big cards come. Luke can get away from it easily, so we'll see what happens.
He's somehow going to see a flop, I think, with this stack.
And Saul, is he going to be able to? No, he's going to lay down the 9-4. And wow, he's going to be able to see this. It's going to be pocket 3s versus pocket 5s with a board of ace, deuce, jack.
It's almost a miracle that he's going to get away with
I don't blame it. Any folds.
He knows he had no fold equity, and you know, when he limps there, he probably knows in his head that he's limping a lot of medium small pairs too. So I mean, he's seen him do it with 8s. So pretty good instincts there to just check, see the flop, and get away from it.
Yeah, that could have went a variety of ways. Luckily for Luke, he's still in the tournament. He's not in the spot that he wants to be, but he's still in. He's still got a chance.
Absolutely.
I just realized someone's been real quiet sitting next to me.
But we got Jamie under the gun. Oh, he picks up the hammer. He's gonna fold this very quickly. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
JC's putting his chips in with these 10s. I promise you that.
Here he goes. There it is. Oh, the pump fake? He's all in. But the chip leader, Jay,
You're going to see Jay isolate and re-raise here probably.
There's the re-raise. He's going to make it 20,000 to go. I think it's going to be. Saul's going to dump the Jack 4. We know. Luke's got an ace. That's gone. Lonnie's King 6. Good night. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. It's 2 10s for JC. It's ace king for Jay. This could be it for day 5, ladies and gentlemen.
You watched him fold 20,000, 7 deuces in a row and get 10s, and now he's got to win a coin flip.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what do you think Luke's rooting for right here? An ace or king on the flop, right in the window?
He wasn't rooting for a 10-3 pre-flop.
JC has flopped a full house, and he has doubled up.
Luke is sick to his stomach, I promise you that.
Could you hit any harder?
The rest of the time, they're laughing about it, but they're just like, get me out of here.
folks. JC has doubled through again. And with an amazing of waking up with 2 10s in probably the best position you ever can have. But here we go. We're hand for hand. But even though he doubled up, he still only has 12,000. Oh wow.
Bunch of fours out there.
All the fours. Saul's got 2 4s. Luke has the other 2 4s.
Well, if Saul raises here, Luke might just let this go.
And he caught. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could see Uptown Smokey Brown, you would have been like the Winter Olympics and his wife just fell down on a triple axel. But now when he looks at the flop that it goes 7, 6, 8, Saul with a straight draw, Jamie with a pair, and a bigger straight draw with a 2-way straight draw. They're like, okay, this is not so bad. 6 on the turn. You got Jamie sitting with 8s and 6s. Saul only drawing to a 4 or a 5. He's going to fold. Jamie makes a bet. He's going to fold. Jamie's going to take down this pot.
Nope.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I take that back.
Yeah,
it's a call.
He bet 5,000. I think he's going to call and see what happens on the river.
And what happens on the river is that Jamie just made a 10 high straight. And Saul cannot think his 2 4s are good. Jamie's going to roll over the straight and win this pot.
We're getting close.
Absolutely. Again, we're playing hand for hand, ladies and gentlemen. These are the last 13 players for day 5. Now, again, we still got 3 more day 1s. You can come down tomorrow. I believe after that, day 7 is Wednesday, Smokey? Yeah. Wednesday and Thursday. There you go, folks. Wednesday, Thursday will be the last 2 open starting days.
Yeah, I do want to say that we are looking at. There looks like to be freezing rain on Wednesday. There is a chance we will only need 1 day 2. So right now we're gonna monitor the weather a little bit. We'll announce this. We might cancel Wednesday's flight, move it to Friday, and then have 1 day 2 on Saturday. So those are the things we're looking at right now. We don't want to risk anybody's safety trying to get here in the freezing rain on Wednesday. Only needing 1 day 2 opens Friday, so it may just be a perfect storm for us here.
That might be better than having 10 people show up from the ice.
Absolutely. You got Lonnie that's on the button that raised with Kojak. He's got King Jack, and they make it 15 to go. Jamie's going to fold. Chuck's going to lay this down. And just like that, Lonnie's picked up another 12,500.
Man, I feel Luke's pain right now.
Oh, boy. Now it's getting thin. It's really getting thin.
I've been on every extreme of this, so I know what that feels like. 2 big blinds in the bubble.
2 big blinds. And from where the button sits on Jamie, it looks like Luke may have about 3 free hands to make a decision. Coming through, and unfortunately, Luke has picked up the hammer. But Jay's going to open race with Queen 9 of Hearts.
This is what I've been talking about. Taking advantage of the image on the bubble, on the stack.
Absolutely.
It's the right time for him.
It's going to fold across. I don't think anybody's going to get out of line with this. Jamie's going to lay that down.
9 raises to 15,000.
He's going to fold. Chuck's going to lay down the 9-3, and I'm almost positive JC's going to lay down the Jack 6. So again, Jason, you are right that being able positional poker and a stack and a dangerous combination.
Absolutely, especially on the bubble. I mean, any kind of bubble, the money bubble, the final table bubble. In a bigger tournament, you have big money jumps that are actually pretty big deals to some of the people. So. You got to gauge what's important to these people. I mean, that's what you got to read at the table. Who's trying to jump the money? Who's trying to win the tournament? Who's trying to make day 2? Those are all things as a poker player you got to sniff out and read about your opponents.
Absolutely. So, as we got a dealer change in, we got Jim coming in. Obviously, we got Jim coming in to deal. Not obviously, we got Jim coming in dealing for you. Obviously, great guy. Honestly, I can tell you one thing, and Smokey can attest to it. When we all took this ride together, probably 7-8 months ago, And for the team that he and the other members of the management team put together, including the management that's been added, they literally picked at least the team that sits together now are some of the best people that I've ever come across from top to bottom. That tells you right there when your upper management team cares that much to make sure that you have all the tools you need to be able to give you a product that you're going to want to come play, whether you're a serious player or you're a recreational player or whether you're a tournament player. This is definitely a place you want to be at. Am I not right, Smokey?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. We wanted to make sure you had all the tools to make your job successful. People in any business, people is the biggest, deciding factor for a lot of people. We knew if we had great customer service, we had a good, clean facility, we did things right, we were honest by everybody, then people would eventually come here and play. And again, we just want the opportunity to earn your business. Come check us out. That was part of what this free roll is all about. We wanted the people to come out here, get a feel for who we were. And I think you'll be happy. We got a great staff. Everybody's friendly. Customer service. Our bathrooms you can eat off our bathroom floors. Like, we're trying to do everything right here. So, and if there's something that we're not doing right, we're always open to listening and hearing suggestions. We want to make a great place for everybody to play.
That's where I had my burger yesterday, bathroom floor.
Into this pot, obviously, Jay's been able to flop a pair of eights.
Chuck actually raised the button here with Queen 9, and Jay defended the big blind with 8-9, which, again, Jay's just looking to get involved now with his stack and use his stack as pressure, but that was a bad turn for him.
Yikes, yeah.
I think he takes down that pot on almost any other turn card.
Absolutely.
Jack or Queen.
Aggression frequency. This is Luke. Luke has 0%. Again, not a lot of opportunities here for Luke. He's disgusted. He's driven about 4 hours. He actually used to deal for us out at the Roosevelt Club out in San Angelo, so know Luke very well. They've made a long trip. I'm hoping it doesn't end the way I think it's going to end for him, but let's see what happens here. He's got about 2 more hands. He's going to be forced to get it in no matter what.
Absolutely. So we can only hope that at least, if not this hand or the next hand, well, actually, it's this hand he has an option. The next hand he won't. So it's a question. Hopefully we can get some that Smokey's kind of going through the airwaves to put some good juju out for his man.
Yeah, well, if he had a Poker House hoodie on, his fortune might be a little different. Look at Lonnie sitting right to the right of him there.
I know. Look at Lonnie. Honestly, he's gone from like about 19,000. He's sitting with, I think, about 143,000 in chips. And
yeah, and he's laughing. It's usually
here we go.
Right.
He's got something, and so does Chuck.
Yeah, and Luke actually has the best hand here. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's a pair of sevens.
He is all in with Ace Jack. Lonnie's going to lay down the 10-7. Jamie's going to lay down in Jack, and Chuck's going to insta-call this one with the 2 walking sticks. He's got 2 sevens. Here's the call. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Not going to get too much of a better spot than this, though.
Absolutely. I believe JC's going to lay down the 8 deuce, and Jay's going to lay down. Wait a minute. He's got King Jack. Is he going to call this?
Yep. He's going to make the call here. So there's going to. Obviously, I think he's just taking a point. This is tournament poker, and if there are more people in the hand and I have the chips to play it, he's going to try to make the point to take him out. Yep. He's playing this like the bubble. He's trying to just do anything they can to knock out a player.
And Saul's sitting there in the big blind. It's going to cost him 7,500, but then he's getting 6-1, but he's going to lay this one down.
I mean, last thing they want is Luke tripling up here, and
absolutely, you are right, Jason. You're going to go to a flop here. Here's the flop. It comes Queen 5-6. The 2 sevens are ahead.
Chuck might bet this flop if it checks to him. Nope.
I think they're going to just check this down, folks. 9 of clubs. Luke is going to need a jack and a jack only, and it's a king.
Looks like we're going on to day 2.
And unfortunately, I'm sorry, Smokey, but your man is going to be the bubble man. I won't call him a boy.
That's the worst.
He's the bubble man.
Well, maybe he'll stay the night. We'll get him a good hotel room. He's got a chance to fire tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. Tough spot to be there. I'd rather bust out with pocket aces in the very first hand than play all day and get the bubble.
Absolutely, and honestly, what it came down to, and I think he was wishing it was JC with the pocket tens versus that ace king, and he was able to hold on. He had 8,500 in chips. He got that squeeze double up to keep him in with the full house, and it kind of was the death knell for him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, we thank you for being able to take your Saturday afternoon and into your Saturday evening to come to watch this live stream. Again, we will be back here tomorrow with day 1F. Or they're going by 1F, I'm going by numbers. It's day 6. But nonetheless, if you are a member, if you want to become a member, remember, this is a free roll. No joke. There are things you can do in regards to this, but this is absolute free roll. Winning Your Life is a place of business going to offer you a chance at part of $250,000 in your life by you just to come and sit down and play. Take advantage of this. Come on down to Poker House of Dallas. Again, our address 1676 Regal Row. We're right off of 35, coming in and out of downtown Dallas. Come on down and play this amazing $250,000 free roll at the Poker House of Dallas.